Hey everybody. Last time, we talked about numbers just a little bit and how Excel can store those numbers. We talked about how if you hit the Enter key, you'll move down a row. If you hit the Tab key, you'll move right. And in doing that, you will evaluate what you've written. So, evaluate is a big word. It's just saying that if I did math, it will do that math for me. So, if you fill in all these, you should get a kind of good idea of how you can move about the worksheet. I can click to get places. And I can start filling these in. Once you filled all the goods in, try doing everything because eventually this will have some little scoreboard for you to figure out how you're doing it. Now, all those numbers were whole numbers. However, Excel can format these numbers in various ways. Like it can be general, which is just basic whole numbers. It could be some sort of decimal, so I can have a certain number of decimal places. I can do it as a percentage, or a date, or a currency, just depending on what I want to do. So once again, you would fill this in. So 5 here. And since these are already formatted, it will automatically do it for me. I'll change it from 4. I only typed in a 4. It changed it to 4.00. If I type a 3 in here, it will change it to 3%. Now, be very careful though, because when you have percentages, they're always with respect to 100%. So if you take a 3 right there, and you reformat that, so I change it to percentage, we'll actually say it's 300% because 1 pi is 100% of a pi. So 3 pies is 300% of 1 pi. We'll see that a little bit later. And we'll do that through a little game show here. It's called a game of Is It Equal? So you type either equal or not equal. And notice there are little spaces that are going to pop up probably as you do this. There it is. I knew I had them somewhere. So 450 and 450%. Are those the same numbers when Excel looks at them? And the answer is no, they're not equal. Because if you have 450 pies, you have way more than 4.5 pies. Okay, 200 and 200, I think those are probably equal. Decimal places don't change the number. $37 and 37, when Excel stores them, it's still the same thing. So those are equal too. 3rd of January and 0.33. You're thinking, well, those are obviously not equal, and you're correct. The reason I say this is because the way you put in dates is you simply type like 1-3. What's the 3rd? 0.33. It'll change it to a date for me. So now I see that 1-3 became the 3rd of January. 12th of October and 44,116. Well, that one's obviously not equal, correct? Wrong. It's actually equal in Excel's mind. If you're wondering why, Excel stores dates as the number of days since the start of the year 1900. Why? I have no idea. I guess they just thought 1900 was a good day to go from. So it's been 44,116 days since January 1st, 1900 till October 12th, 2020. So you don't need to remember that. That's just kind of a little like mess with you moment. If you're entering dates, just do it in your regular notation you're used to, like 10-12- something, or 10//12/ a year. And Excel will know what you're doing. And finally, 4th and 0.25. Well, 0.25 is equal to a quarter, so that should be equal. However, fractions are really hard to get in Excel. They're very hard to get. You either have to pre-format that cell to be in the fraction form, which we'll show you how to do it later. Or you write out the decimal, and then you change it to that. So some of you are asking, well, how in the world do I change the formatting of a cell? How do I do it? It's not terrible. You just click on a cell, you right-click it, and you go all the way down till you see Format Cells right here, which is shown on that little infographic right there. So I do that. It'll open this drop box, and I can change that cell's formatting to anything I want. There's a whole bunch here. There's even a custom one. I would advise you not jump in there right now because there is a whole lot of magic that can go on with that. And it's also not for just the type of number it's holding, but it's a currency or whether it's a date or time or percentage. You also do the alignment. How's it aligned? Is it angled? Is it centered? You can change the font, the border, how it's filled. That means what's the background color. And I can also protect it. Currently, I haven't protected anything right here. I'll probably do that eventually, but for now, you can delete everything and destroy your worksheet. Not to worry, it'll be on Excel waiting for you. Okay, so one last thing is right here, this example. Just because of how I have to check these things, if you want to see if you got it right, you have to type something in here and then hit enter. That's some Excel logic, don't worry about that. Let's do one of these together. Okay, so 0.45, I'm gonna change that to 45% because 45% of a pi is 0.45 of a pi, it's a fraction. So I right click it, I click Format Cells, and I go over to the Number tab. And I look through here and there's percentage, I click it, I hit enter, and nothing's gonna happen until after I type something here, and hit enter. Enter. It should have worked. I think it's because I accidentally had too many decimal places. There it goes. Okay. It's giving me trouble. So if you matched up, it says good. Woo! Don't know why I was in so much trouble earlier. Okay, with that, we've gone over numbers in Excel. So next time, we're going into how you can select things. It's not very hard, but it's a necessary skill to have when we're doing further information, harder things in Excel. I'll see you next time. Bye.